their bodies are segmented, which means they will be having a, just now we saw for the roundworms pathina they are completely like this from start to end, but here they will be having lines in between, so that is they are segmented. Okay, and that ring like structure, so segments na ஒரு segmentலயும் ஒரு ring or 10 rings join பண்ணனா you will get one earthworm. So likewise just imagine, so each ring we call it as an annuli. Okay, and setae and parapodia or locomotor organs, and it is covered by moist thin cuticle. Again ஒரு அது மேல ஒரு thin what to say, moist thin cuticle mean it is nothing but a white color substance which is present on their body, which will be more watery like also. And setae and parapodia, which is like legs for them, they are the locomotor organs. With the help of that they will move, and sexes may be separate or united, sometimes male and female also are there. And also hermaphrodite means same, both male and female reproductive organ will be present in same animal itself. Example, Nereis, earthworm and leech. So if you can see here, earthworms, it is segmented there. Okay, next is phylum Arthropoda. So Arthropoda means animals with jointed legs. Arthropoda is the largest phylum of the animal kingdom. They are bilaterally symmetrical, so they are bilaterally symmetrical. This is the largest animal kingdom, and they are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic and coelomate animals. So they are also having body cavity. The body is divisible into head, thorax and abdomen. So head will be there, and in between thorax, and then finally abdomen. Each thoracic segments bear point, that is pair jointed legs. Or segment thorax la pathina, if you can see here, this is an animal. For example, this is head part, this is thorax, and this will be the abdomen. For example, 3 parts in thorax region la pathinga appadina, they will be having a segments. So segment இப்படி பிரிஞ்சிருக்கும். each segmentsலயும் ரெண்டு legs present ஆயிருக்கும். So each segment will have a pair of jointed legs இருக்கும். An exoskeleton is made up of chitin, which is a chemical substance which is made up of chitin, and is shed periodically as the animal grows. Like how snake is removing his skin off, is shedding his skin. Yes or no? Same way. So that shedding of snake skin is actually a chitin only. So that will be grown as the animal grows. So அது வளர அது remove ஆகி change ஆகிட்டே இருக்கும். The casting off and regrowing of this exoskeleton, we call it as molting. அது grow ஆகிறதும் again form ஆகிறதும் அந்த process பேர் நம்ம molting ன்னு சொல்கிறோம். Body cavity is filled with hemolymph. Hemolymph is nothing but blood, and blood does not flow in the body vessels. The blood vessels the blood வந்து circulate ஆகாது. It will move throughout the body. blood வந்து blood vessels வழியா போகாம circulate ஆகும், which is an open circulatory system. அப்படியே கம்ப்ளீட்டாக அந்த பாடிக்குள்ளே ஃபுல்லாக ஃப்ளோ ஆகும். Okay, now we are having blood cells, no, it will not be there for them. So the complete open circulatory system la blood will be circulating, and respiration is through surface and gills or tracheae. So body surface valiya with the help of their skin valiya avanga respirate pannalam, like other animals are there. And gills irukku, with the help of gills or trachea, that is air tubes, with any of these they may respirate. And excretion is by malphigian tubules or green glands are present. Sexes are separate here. For example, prawn, crab, cockroach, millipede, centipede, spider, scorpion, all these are the very common example. So centipedes la pathina segments nallave theriyudhu, and they are having a pair of legs, jointed legs, it is present on their body. And then centipede means 100. So 100 na anga vandu 100 pairs of legs irukkom nama expect pandrom, but actually we are having only 30 pairs. They are not, their names are not giving the exact justification for their body presentation. And millipedes have 2 pairs of legs on each segment, but this means that 1000 legs, but they don't have only 100 only is present. Try to identify the following picture, that is first one, second one. By seeing the picture, try to identify those arthropods. Next is phylum Mollusca. They are soft-bodied animals. They are diversified group of animals living in marine, freshwater and terrestrial habitats. Body is bilaterally symmetrical, soft and without segmentation. So they are present in marine la irkalam, freshwater or terrestrial land liyum irkalam. They are bilaterally symmetrical, soft ah irukum. They don't have any segments. They are divided into three, that is head, muscular foot and visceral mass. And head என்றது you will see, if you see this snail you can see the head, okay, and then muscular foot வந்து கீழே தனியாக இருக்கும். visceral mass அப்படிங்கிறது you can see the shell இருக்குல்ல இது மேலே, அதுதான் visceral mass. The foot helps in locomotion. The entire body is covered with fold of thin skin called mantle. அது மேலே இருக்கிற thin skin வந்து mantle சொல்கிறோம். And that will secrete out hard calcareous shell. Respiration is through gills, that is cnidaria. ஸோ அவங்க வந்து அந்த பாடியிலேருந்து செக்ரீட் பண்ணி ஒரு ஹார்ட் கால்கரஸ் ஷெல், அந்த ஷெல் க்ரியேட் ஆகுது. that part only we call it as visceral mass. And their respiration is through gills. Here the gills means for snail it is cnidaria or lungs or both, anything they will use. And sexes are separate with larval stages. larval stages na அது குட்டி embryo stageல இருக்கும்போது sexes வந்து male and female தனித்தனியாக இருக்குது. sorry during development larval stage la their sexes வந்து தனித்தனியாக பிரியலை. as they grow only the sexes are getting separated, male and female. So on the egg stage la இருக்கும்போது sexes are not separate. And garden snail and octopus are the very common examples. And octopus is the only invertebrate that is capable of emotion, empathy, cognitive function, self-awareness, personality and even relationship with humans. So you know very well in the when you go if you have heard this, you ask your parents during this FIFA World Cup and all, they will have this octopus. There is one long living octopus which will decide, it will not decide but actually it will tell in advance who will be the winner, which team will win the trophy rather than the octopus solo. Why this octopus means it is having actually the emotions, humans or emotions or this octopus will easily connect. And some speculate that without humans octopus would eventually take our places as they dominate life from on earth. So நம்ம இருக்க வேண்டிய இடத்துல octopus இருந்தது அப்படின்னா they will dominate more than humans. So it is more to connect with us easily. And phylum Echinodermata, spiny skinned animals. They are exclusively free living marine animals. These are triploblastic and true coelomates with organ system grade of organization. And adult animals are radially symmetrical. So adult ellame radially symmetrical, larval stage la bilaterally symmetrical. And a unique feature is in the presence of fluid filled with water vascular system. And locomotion occurs by tube feet. Body wall is covered with spiny hard calcareous ossicles. So பாடியில் எப்படி ப்ரெசென்ட் ஆகிருக்கு, calcareousனா அகெயின் இங்கேயும் வந்து ரொம்ப திக்காக தான் ப்ரெசென்ட் ஆகிருக்கும். அது பேர் நம்ம calcareous ossiclesன்னு சொல்கிறோம். ஸ்டார் ஃபிஷ் அண்ட் சீ urchin. ஸோ இது எல்லாமே ரொம்ப ஷெல் மாதிரி ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ராங்காக இருக்கும். ஸோ அந்த calcareous ossiclesன்னு சொன்னோம்ல, அந்த ஸ்டார் ஃபிஷ் நீங்கள் நிறைய பீச்சஸில் பார்த்துருக்கலாம், ரொம்ப ஹார்ட் அண்ட் சப்ஸ்டன்ஸாக இருக்கும். அண்ட் sea urchin மேலெலாம் you can see that very commonly. Next is phylum Hemichordata. Hemichordates are marine organisms with soft vermiform and unsegmented body. So இங்கே பாடியில் செக்மெண்ட்ஸே இருக்காது. They are bilaterally symmetrical coelomate animals with non-chordate and chordate feature. So non-chordate featureனா என்ன, either features வந்து they will exhibit both backbone இருக்கிற மாதிரியும் இல்லாத featuresம் they will exhibit. They have gill slits but they do not have any notochord in between. notochord எதுவுமே கிடையாது, but they have gill slitsனா in between ஒரு separation slit மாதிரி இருக்கு. They are ciliary feeders and mostly remain as tuberculous forms. Ciliary feeders means cilia means hair. So they will have hair on their body. With the help of that hair only they will feed them. They can feed themselves. And tubulous forms tube மாதிரி இருக்கும். So example is balanoglossus, that is acorn worm. So you can see here, you can see in between slit இருக்கு. இதை நம்ம இன்னும் zoom பண்ணி மைக்ரோஸ்கோப்லலாம் நம்ம பார்த்தோன்னா we can see the hairs also. With this, we'll stop here today. We have discussed 9 phylums in detail. Go through this, very interesting. Please read the lesson and see. Please do the pronunciation. Practice the pronunciation very correctly and the spellings also. Next class, we will see the classes core data. So today, do your assignment, complete your classworks. Thank you.